Hello everyone. My name's Carla and welcome back to another live stream. Today we're going to be working on ShipIt Global Part 7. If you hear my voice in the background, if you hear my voice in the background, I do apologize. I'm just trying to make sure that the live stream is working. Hello everyone. There you go. But yeah. But anyways, let's get started. So let's put on the main display. Alright. So let's see what we've been working on. So we have the prepaid label all set up. We have the employee login page also set up, the database, which includes a what do you call this? A questionnaire on whether the package has compliance and all that stuff. And we also have the not ID process. Or actually, locate identification number. Oh, that's for looking up if it's off pending. Oh, we also have the employee database where you can see the original location, the address to shipment value, and such, and the person can approve or deny it. That one was one of the hardest ones that we did, but other than that, we can go ahead and continue on with the employee database. So, on our last one, or on our last video, or last live stream, I explained that we were going to make some kind of tracking system in there. And that tracking system would be, how would I say it? The tracking system would be where you have the power to change where the package is being shipped or where it is right now. So here. Okay. So, we're gonna go ahead and make a new image. That image is going to be, let's see here. Not that. We'll do a globe. And then we're gonna go ahead and duplicate this text, and then we're gonna go ahead and do tracking, or modification. Let's do that. Modify or modification, something like that. And then we're gonna go ahead and create a new screen. Trying to find, where did we put the database? Oh, there it is, the deliveries. Okay, so we're gonna use, or not use, we'll just make a new screen because it's gonna take a little bit of time for us to clear that out. So that will be modification underscore employee, and right here it will be in comic, and we'll make it font size 10, and then it will be called ShipIt Global Employee Database Modify Transit. And let's actually make this like size 9, and then we're gonna do go back, and we will change the border radius. Actually, no, I don't think I would put a border radius on that. But modify transit, and we can go ahead and put something here, and transit modification database. right here. And what you will do is enter the tracking number. So let's see here. Huh. Looks like they added some new... I actually haven't seen this before. I actually never seen that before. It looks like they've updated it. One thing I want actually on code.org for them to update, it would be changing the, or making like an undo button at least. I get you can do Control Z on your keyboard, but there should at least be like some kind of undo button. And I wish that they had an option where you can shut down the app or pause the app at least. But this is actually really nice for them to add some, like, to import real data. Yeah, that's actually pretty nice actually. But kind of curious what visual data is. Huh. Visualize accounts. Actually very interesting. Okay. Well, anyways, what were we doing? Okay, so on the tracking, we want it to be where the status can change over time, and by the option of the number. So we're gonna go to code, and we're gonna go ahead and find where we did the update, the shipping label. I believe it was deliveries. So I'm just gonna put it on the bottom. Modification underscore employee. And we can go ahead and do modification underscore employee. Alright. And I'm just gonna copy and paste this here. We're not gonna use most of this code, but you know, it's a little helpful. Okay, so we have transit modification, and then we're gonna put here tracking number. And let's put the border radius on 5. And then let's see here. There you go. So we have the transit number that you can input. After that, we have, trying to match the spaces. There you go. Okay, so we have the tracking number where the person will input, and then the ID number. Or not ID number, sorry. Or actually, wait a minute. No, actually, yeah. And then on modification, let's see if we can add it. I'm trying to visualize what we can add on here. And then on here, we can do what does it show when it's doing the tracking? Address to and status of shipment. Okay, so it only says that. Where's tracking? There we go. Modification of employee. And then right here on the option, I think I'm just gonna make it like a spaced out like the button. Let's see. Let's see here. Here is going to be the option where you can input here. What would you like to input? And we'll star that. And we'll star this. There we go. So what would you like to input? And there will be options. So arrived at facility. Let's see here. I'm trying to think what we can add on here. Or actually, pending item to facility. What else? In transit to sorting warehouse. And then there will be, let's see, we're shipping to Philippines, Canada, and US. So in the US we can do, what's a warehouse? Seattle, Washington. The other one will be not Los Angeles. We'll do Sacramento, California. Next one will be trying to think of another one. I think, well, yeah, but we wouldn't, but ShipIt Global ships internationally or domestically in the US. But then again, we are a small delivery company. We're probably going to be doing something like, because international and regular delivery is sort of separate. So we're going to do in partner facility USPS. In Canada, we can do at let's see, what can we do in Canada? We'll do, yeah, Edmonton, Alberta. And what's a one in the Philippines? Let's see here. Manila. We'll do currently in plane. Okay, hold on, actually. Warehouse, okay, so we have in transit to the sorting facility, and then let's see, what's another one? So we have in transit to the sorting facility. After it gets out of the sorting facility, it will be in delivery truck. In delivery truck, and transit, and yeah, in delivery truck, ready for delivery, and delivered. Oh, in delivery truck, estimated delivery would be morning or by end of day. After that, then, or you can do in delivery truck, partner shipping center. All right, and we have delivered. Oh, and we'll do currently in sorting. Okay, and in truck and delivered. But then there's always cases where it's gonna say, we can we'll say lost in transit, contact customer service, and canceled, and what's another one? Under inspection at facility. Under inspection at customs / TSA. And let's see. Oh, we forgot one. CATSA, and that's the Canadian Authority one of TSA. Well, I hope I got that right. And then, yeah, we have under inspection, and we have delayed weather conditions. There you go. Or we can just say delayed. Alright, so that will be the options that the customer service representative can do. And after that, they will put a comment. So comments to add. And I'm just going to go ahead and add a line right here. Here. And right in this line, of course, we'll put the submit button. I'm not sure if that's centered, but that should be fine. And then we'll duplicate another one and this one will say advanced delivery tracking. Here it will be the ID number. Read only, that will be the comments. And there will be a status text right here. We can go ahead and center that. And do status 11. And then we'll duplicate that again. And we'll just put it here. Status 12. Alright, so we have the modification. So let's go ahead and, oh, we forgot to add a submit. Actually curious. There you go. Alright, so we have 11 and 12. So let's go ahead and program the modification for employee. So if you click button 25, we're going to make some revisions on here. But the status of the package, let's see here. Okay, so the status of the package will have to be got from the drop down 3. The number will be found on text input 11. And the ID number, we will get it from there. And the additional info, we're going to get it from text input 16. Okay, so what about the other code? Well, we're actually going to be using the other page. So we're going to go ahead and do, let's see here, delivery input. Or we're going to use this function basically. Let's see here. Or actually, we can just use this. So actually, no, we'll use this. But we're gonna make some revisions on here. So we're gonna get the function delivery lookup. Or we're gonna use this function. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna use the function delivery lookup, and then we're gonna go ahead and make some revisions on here. We're gonna go ahead and take this out. Or you know what? No, wait. Let's see here. Okay, so if text input 11 equals a tracking number, so number number, and actually pretty much that's really what we're going to rely on. There you go. And it will say on status 12, invalid number. Alright, and now on here, it's going to say all the text from the other screen. Now we're going to be using that because the update record on here is what we're going to be using. So after the function, or we need to change this actually. Or actually on button 25, we can just put it integrated from here. And then after that, then it will update the record. Alright, there we go. Now, and we pretty much already integrated like the comments to add and the drop down 3. And it will say the status 10 and such. Oh wait, this one's just 10. And it will just say edits changed. Okay. Now on the advanced delivery tracking, we are going to be using the regular tracking that we used before. So this one. So I'm going to add a comment on the top and do, actually, we already have a modification employees. So I'm just going to copy this and go to on here, modifications employee, and then just go here. Button 31. And then it will read the records of the tracking. And if the text, or text input ATN equals the number, then it will set the text on, status 11 of the status. And then here on the comments, it will set the text of additional info. And then these two we can take out. Otherwise, if it wasn't able to, then 11, it'll just say incorrect tracking number. Okay. Now the reason we don't really want, we're not going to brush up more on this side because this is mostly the employee side. Only really employees are going to look at, unless there's basically a breach. Basically, no customers are really going to be using this. So, ooh, did I program the modification button 27? Did I program you? I did not. But yeah, basically that's what's gonna happen here. So here, let's clear it as soon as you go here. So text input 11, it will say nothing. Drop down 3 will just say what would you like to input? Question mark. Text input 16, and then text input 18, and then comments, and status 11. Alright, so that should be it, and then we're going to set the screen back to the employee database. Now the database, where's the database screen? Okay, on the database screen, when you click image 8, it will set the screen to the employee modification page. There we go. Now we can go ahead and try it. Log into my account, test user, test pass, log in. You can go here on tracking actually to see it, and I agree, modification, and let's see the package denied. So ID number and submit. Fake address, do not approve, incorrect. That's very interesting why it's saying that. But at least it said something. What I don't get is why are you not saying the status of what happened? It should say package denied. Modification employee. Status 11. Button 31. Status 11, and then it will say the status. Oh, actually, we can make a revision on here. This will be label 50. And here. Label 50 is basically going to be like the secret. It will appear when it's ready to appear. So we'll hidden that. So label 50. Make sure you click hidden on it. And on here, we'll do label 50. And it will show that element, label 50. And if it is an incorrect tracking number, then it will, actually no, we'll set a timeout on here, 3000, and we'll do label 50. There we go. Let's try this one more time. Test user and test pass. Yes, modifications, and we can do that number, and it says package denied, please contact customer service. Actually, we need to go on to, actually, we should do it now. On the tracking, it looks like that the text is really long, so we're going to just set the text as 10, and then yeah, just temporarily, but yeah, then set this as 10. There we go. Hopefully that should be good. Ooh, the code does not want to run. There you go. That's should. There we go. Alright, so test user and test pass. There we go. Modification. And we have the tracking number. Submit. Package denied. Please contact customer service. And you'll notice that it instantly hides after. Sort of like a blinking. Like it appears and makes your eyes move a little to see that. Let's say I want to see this tracking number. Fragile. Package received, pending date. Or non-applicable, which is not a tracking number. Ooh, you did not like that. Label. Oh, that must be because there's nothing in the comments. Well, that one is a glitched code. But let's try this out. Let's say I want to purchase a prepaid label. My name is Carlo. My name is Carlo. Enter last name here. Where's the package being sent from? Let's see. I'm running a business, and it'll be 1001 K Tech Avenue, North Shore, California, or North Shore, California, 95432. And I am delivering to the United States. I am delivering this package to John Doe, and his address is 0001 Winston Lane, Seattle, Washington, 98452. And I finished getting the package, and I'm delivering it to priority, and it's only £1. And does your package fulfill the requirements? No, it does not. And I finished that. Enter your email. Someone at ktech.youtube.com, and submit the submission, and it's 24. And there you go, it's on here. And I can receive a shipment postal label 24, and there it is. £1, additional information, and John Doe, and there you go. And it still says pending. 24, or that's not technically a tracking number. So I would wait, and I'm a employee. Yeah, deliveries. Click refresh. Oh, someone's shipping something. There you go, K-Tech Avenue, Winston, priority, last name, United States, business, weight 1, compliance no, email someone at ktech.youtube.com. View the handbook, and then we can answer some questions. If you answer yes to any of the questions, please stop and contact your supervisor. Does your package have compliance? No, it does not. Is the address from and to applicable addresses addressed? Yes. Is the weight below 10? Yes. Is all the information filled in? Yes. And yes. So I would call the company, or I would call basically Carlo, enter last name here, and I would ask him, hey, what are you shipping? And if I find out it's a phone, so I would say Samsung Galaxy S10 boxed new, insured $100 because they probably want insurance, and a lithium ion battery inside. Caution delivery. And in this case, we'll only do ground delivery only. And the tracking number will be all the way to 0. And we will accept it. Alright, and then submit. And yep, and we're going to decline that. No new deliveries available. Alright, so let's say I got an email from ShipIt Global saying we've accepted your package, get it to the facility. I can go ahead and track it, and it says waiting for package. Addressed to this address, and it says waiting for package. So let's say I do give it modification, and I get an email from the company, or from us, let's say Staples, our partner company. Our partner company is gonna say, okay, we got your package, and we're gonna get it shipped to the and we're shipping it to the warehouse. We say cool. So yeah, usually we would say pending item to facility, but we're just gonna say it's in transit. So we're gonna say it's in transit to the sorting warehouse, and we're gonna put comments to add, or we're not gonna put any comments. Or you know what? Actually, we should have added a comment. On here, it will say ground delivery only. There you go. Edits changed, and we can click go back and log out. So the person that's getting it, it says in transit to sorting warehouse. And over time, it's just going to be the same exact thing until it gets delivered. Delivered, comments to add, fragile, and submit. And it's changed, track my shipment, delivered. And there you go. That is pretty much the basis of how this should work. So I see we have like, what's it? 14 more minutes. Or, if you guys may have not known already, usually these live streams are only going to be 1 hour. So it's going to be all the way to 7. And usually they start at 6. I think that's what I'm going to base it on. I wouldn't trust that, but yeah, usually they're going to be at for an hour. It's just an hour lesson. Alright, so let's see here. Let's go back to the data. And let's do let's go back to the not login page, but database. There it is. Sorry, I'm getting a little confused by how I'm tiling these. But let's go ahead and program another section. And that section is going to be the dispatchers. So we will put up something like that, and packages. Yeah, we'll just call it packages. And we will put a new screen. That new screen will just be called packages. And we can go ahead and put some sort of color. And KTech dispatchers, the dispatchers online. And we can do go back. Okay, so in this case, we are gonna assume that these dispatchers are just gonna contact the delivery drivers. In this case, so basically, what this is gonna be is just a list of all the packages needing to be delivered. So, there we go. This will be the let's see here. There will be a drop down right here. Okay, I'm trying to think of how this is gonna work for the dispatchers side. So we need to know whether the package is going to be delivered or is going to arrive at that location. So of course this screen is going to be only the address and weight and such. I'm trying to think, what else can we add on here? Okay, so we're gonna have the dispatchers page where and then we're gonna have let's see. Or you know what, actually, we're not gonna make this a lot on it, but we're gonna add some arrows on here, and it'll make more sense. But so right here, this arrow will be going to the right. And let's see here. Actually, no, yeah, that'll be it. And then we're gonna do read only. And do track packages. And then do left and right. Okay. Oop. Okay. Let's see here. Oh dang it! When I must have took it out. Did it? Tracking, database, deliveries, ID process, handbook deliveries, packages. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we have all that set up. So we can go ahead. So the reason I'm not really adding that much on here is because in the dispatcher side of ShipIt Global, phone calls will be relied on heavily. And with that being said, it's only going to show all the packages that are currently still in transit and not delivered yet. So it's going to show all that, and they have the option to refresh and refresh and refresh. Now you're probably wondering why can't they just look at the tracking? It makes it so much easier. Well, even though, well, we don't. The reason we don't want to is because even though we do trust our employees, we can't. We need to make sure that that we are. You need to make sure that the no employees sort of mess up the code on here, because the code is heavily used, and whenever an employee accidentally takes out one piece of code, the whole app can shut down basically. Even though we trust our employees and such here at ShipIt Global. But anyways, you're also probably wondering why can't I just export it to a CSV, otherwise like an Excel file. And we can totally do that. Issue being is that it doesn't refresh it over time. So having its own or its own viewer to see all of this is pretty good. Alright, so we have button 33, and button 33 basically just sets the screen back to the database, or database, however you want to call it. And on the database, before I forget, because usually I forget this, image 9, and then it will set the screen to packages. There you go. Now let's go back to packages. And on packages, it will read the record. And when you click, let's say, image 11, it will read the records of tracking. And on here, it will do an if-else command. Now, if the let's see here, if this, otherwise known as, where's it, status? So if status equals delivered, you will not show it. That's basically it. So if status equals delivered, then it will move on to the next one. 21. Alright. So there will be like an ID somewhere here. So that will be label 47. So if it equals delivered, then label 47, then it will set the number on label 47 to the number. Oh wait, we don't need that. We'll do the ID number plus 1. That's how it's gonna work. Or else if it doesn't, then it's going to set the text on text area 5. Let's see here. It will set the text on text area 5, and we're going to be using a lot of pluses, so I would actually add on to this right now, all the way to the right. What we're going to do is build off on here. So I'm going to grab another read records, and then right here it will say the tracking number. So number, and I'm just going to copy all of that, and we'll do, oh, let's do it right here, and it will say the status, and it will be addressed, where is it, addressed to and the other one, which needs another plus. Let's see here. Oh, there we go. And this one will say addressed from. Well, I'm hoping that's what it says. Where is it? Oh, we need country and, hold on. Oh, original location, country, original location, and country. Okay, and it will be the country. This may look like a lot of pluses, and it is, but bear with me. Ooh, what's the problem here? What's the error that's showing me? Missing semicolon and... okay. Yep, there you go. Alright. So we have that all set up, and country, and trying to figure out, we already have the status and number and such. And rank, that's the one. Or actually additional info. I don't think the rank matters. And 1, 2, 3. Reason we're doing spaces, make sure you add spaces between the commas. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, there are other ways to do this, but this is my way on how to do it. There are other ways, though, that make it much easier. But this just adds spaces towards it when you set the text to text area 5. So I'm going to read or remove the read records. And that should be it. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot something. So on tracking, do an if else, and if the ID number. Oh, wait a minute. If the ID number equals label 47, then it will do this. Else, then yeah, basically that's it. And if it doesn't, then image 10, it will do a -1. Okay, so now I'm thinking there might be some errors on here, or the whole thing might be, but worth the checkout. Let's see here. Test user, test passed, I agree, packages. Please contact customer service. Okay, it's not stuck, but it looks like it's having some issues because of the, I have an idea. And then here is the -1. Let's try this again. Test user, test pass, I agree, packages. And there's an error again. Let's see here. What's going on here? Line 96. Well, I'm going to assume that 21 is going to stay like that. Okay. I can't seem to figure out what's going on here. Okay, well, actually, I think we're gonna stop it here. I get we didn't fix this yet, but I'm trying to figure out what we are gonna do here. I think I might just make this an actual video. But anyways, yeah. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. I do apologize if we weren't able to get the dispatchers online, but hopefully in a video, because I'm actually kind of curious if there's a way where we can scale it, or kind of scale a little. So I will have to experiment with that. But anyways, yeah, I guess that's it. Well, thanks for watching, everyone, and I will see you guys later.